Social studies, and that's me. And I started with this slide because I want what I tell my students each year, and what I want to emphasize with you is that social studies is really about voter preparation. So everything we do has that in mind, that these young people in 6 or so years are going to be participating in their communities um, as voters and maybe even as leaders. So we're developing the skills that are getting them ready to be voters. And these are directly connected to our social studies standards. So first of all, we want the students to be able to clarify their own values about what type of world that they want to live in. And then through content knowledge, we want them to be informed about the world and its people in the past and also in the present. So we're drawing on history, current events, geography, civics, and economics in terms of the content. We also want the students to be literate when it comes to information, and that's where research skills come in. We want students to be able to locate and evaluate sources of information and to formulate questions about social studies topics. We want them to understand what good information is and how to spot bad information. The third area is learning to communicate. We want students to be able to communicate clearly about their own ideas in social studies, and we also want them to be able to communicate respectfully. So we're also working on how to disagree respectfully, and how to listen to other people's ideas and to really truly understand other people's ideas rather than just dismissing them. And we're also trying to cultivate the idea that diversity of opinion is 100% normal, but there does not need to be any malice, that we can just try to understand why people are coming from their perspective. And finally, critical thinking, which is using and applying their knowledge that they learn in a new setting. So the social studies content, we'll be doing geography and map skills. We'll be doing current events all year. And in terms of history, you can see the topics that we'll be covering. It seems very light, but that's because we also try to integrate students' home country. I can't replicate the curriculum of your home country. I can't do the French curriculum for French students. I can't do the Italian curriculum or the American curriculum, but I can give students choices so that they can, when they're creating their own projects, that they can pursue their own national history. Students will be doing a lot of projects. I've shown a few here that students made last year, and the projects are designed to combine the content and the communication skills, and as well as their critical thinking, and also something about their own values. So for example, these are some projects that students made last year, some public service announcements about COVID. So I wanted to show those. And the first project we're working on right now is a map clues game. Students have chosen a city and they are writing clues using map skills, and the other students will have to try and guess their city. So please feel free to contact me anytime you have any questions about social studies in 6th grade, and thanks for coming.